Yeah, I mean we're in a good role in terms of momentum and scoring some goals, not conceding many goals. So it's important, I think, that we continue to try to build momentum at home, and at the same time we've got to keep track of guys, whether that be through starting different guys, making sure that we set up guys to potentially change them over the course of the game. We'll keep an eye on it, but we want to make sure that we keep building on the momentum that we've started over the last two games and approach this with the right mentality.
Josie was praising the coaching staff, just how you guys have been so patient in his recovery, easing him back into the process. Do you see potential for him to start on Wednesday as opposed to coming off of the bench?
Well, it's as you mentioned before, it's a 3-game week, and for us, he gave us a great lift on the weekend and was closer to 45 minutes, 35, 40-ish on the weekend, which was a great step forward. And so now, thinking about this game and the next game, I would like, if all possible, I'd like to stretch out his minutes over one of these next 2 games for sure. So whether it'll be tomorrow or the weekend, remains to be seen. But I would like to see him progress on his minutes over these next 2 games. I think that's important for us and important for him.
What's Benoit's status for tomorrow?
Ben will be unavailable tomorrow. We won't try to push him through tomorrow. We'll see for the weekend, but it's not going to be tomorrow.
Talk about possible changes. How many guys can you really change, given that Bradley and Shearu and Johnson are out in midfield?
Yeah, it's one of the good things is we've varied systematically a little bit, which could potentially mean we could slide somebody on in a different role and switch some things up to try to give some guys some rest or whatever. But other than that, it's not like we have a boatload of options in the midfield to give those guys rest. But between the forwards, the defenders, there's some opportunity, but there maybe to keep some guys sharp. But again, we'll see, and the priority for us is to build off of the last 2 results and the last 2 performances, and see if we can keep it going. And to me, it's a league of momentum, and when you have momentum, you want to keep it rolling, especially when you're in your home. So we'll play accordingly.
How serious